Hey, everybody. Welcome. A little bit late today, but we're here and so very thankful that you are, and so very thankful that I am able to be. Been working outside today and came in just for you. How about that? We talked, I mentioned yesterday that I would be finding some more of the scriptures that show us that God is in charge, that he's in control. I mentioned yesterday Psalm 103:19. Today in Deuteronomy, uh, actually, actually pull up five things that are all in the chapter 4 of Deuteronomy. You make a note of the verses and write them down, make a note, mental note of them, go back and read them at your leisure. And one of those will be the um, further proof that God is who he says he is 24/7, 365. And that is found, that particular one you will see and find is in verse 39. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 39. Today, Moses speaking today, recognize and keep in mind that the Lord is God in heaven above and on earth below. There is no other. Now, the other things that I wanted to mention to you today about God, they're all found here in chapter 4, as I said, as well. One very encouraging one, and that is in verse 20, where it says, "But the Lord selected you to be a people for his inheritance." You can read that in that verse. But the Lord selected you to be a people for his inheritance as you are today. Wonderful encouragement to know that you were selected. You were picked. You were hand picked by God's righteous right hand. And Moses goes on to tell the people, listen, God was angry with me. He was angry with me on your account. And he swore, Moses goes on to say, he swore that I would never cross the Jordan and enter the good land your Lord your God is giving you as an inheritance. I won't be crossing because I'm going to die in this land, but you're about to cross over and take possession of this good land. Be careful not to forget the covenant of the Lord your God that he has made with you, and make an idol for yourselves in the shape of anything he has forbidden you. Moses is saying, don't forget, be careful not to forget the covenant and go off. If you did forget and go off and make some kind of idol of your own, what are those idols in your life? You have them, all of us have some of those things that can pull us away from God, and that's an idol. And Moses is saying here, and God is saying to you and I, do not, do not, do not make an idol of anything. And the reason for it, verse 24, here's the verse, one of the ones I want to share. For the Lord your God is a consuming fire, a jealous God. Do you have anything, do you have anything in your life that you love more than God? If you do, it's an idol. Verse 29, again, encouraging. You will search for the Lord your God, and you will find him when you seek him with all your heart and soul. If you happen to slip, if you happen to fall, God's right there to catch you, and he's going to lift you back up. And God is saying here through Moses, if you slip and fall, and every single one of us will slip and fall at some time or another. We're going to sin. And it says that you will find me. You'll come back to me when you search for me with all your heart and with all your soul. Another bit of encouragement here, one of the many, many, many places. Again, I'll share these with you one day. One of the many places in God's word where he says, I will never leave you or forsake you. Look at verse 31 or make note of it. Look later. He will not leave you, destroy you, or forget the covenant, because the Lord your God is a compassionate God. So five things, including his sovereignty, that we see in verse 39, five things today that you should know and realize about God. And you say, well, this is in the Old Testament. That's right. It's all a part of this book. You say, well, I thought we were a New Testament church. We are, but God didn't give us just the New Testament to study and learn from. He gave us the whole thing, and we need to be sure that we pay attention to it. There's another place in here, and you find that. I'll tell you what, you find that and comment back to me and tell me what verse it's in, because there's a verse right here really close. I saw it just a little while ago. I think it's in chapter 4. And comment back to me and tell me what verse it is. It says, don't add anything to it. Don't add anything to it or take away from it. You find that and comment back to me and tell me which verse you found it. So, Sunday, Communion Sunday 2.0 Sunday. We're praying that the power stays on. Communion is the title of the message on Sunday. And of course, it's Matthew 26, verses 26 through 28. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you Sunday morning at 10:55 a.m. Pray that until then you will stay safe. You will be blessed, and that you will know that God is God above and below, up above in heaven and here on earth. And I pray that Jesus is Lord of your heart as well. Remember that He loves you, and so do I.